Hey there, hey, and thank you for tuning into this Friday pod of Born to Be a Star. Today is another day and another opportunity for you to recognize your star power. It is July 4th, 2025. Are you going to watch some fireworks? Are you grilling? Are you at the beach? Are you having fun? What are you doing? Anyways, today is another day and another opportunity for you to recognize your star power. I wasn't going to do a podcast, but here I am doing one because why not? I'm not at work, so I might as well be on a podcast, right? So here it is, right? Today is another day for you to recognize your star power, for you to look in the mirror and for you to love the reflection that you see. And when you're looking in the mirror and you're learning to love the reflection that you see, sometimes that can be easy. Mostly it can be hard and difficult and uncomfortable. But we're learning how to make it more comfortable, right? If you have low self-esteem or you don't have any self-esteem or you deal with doubt or fear or anxiety, then you're learning how to get away from all of those things. It's a process. It's one day at a time. Some days are easier than others. But you're going to get there one day where you're going to look in the mirror and you're going to love everything that you are and everything that you've become. And we're on this journey together to get to that day by day, right? When you're starting off your day, we need to be saying to ourselves, yes, we can. Have a great day. Yes, we can. Start again. Yes, we can. Learn something differently. Yes, we can. Change our mind. Yes, we can say, I fucking hate this hair color. I'm ready to go back to brown. Yes, we can say, oh boy, I don't know about my beard or my eyebrows or my nose or the nose ring or those earrings that I just tried on. Maybe you're a dude and you're looking at your stash and you're like, bro, this is not working for me. Whatever the case may be. You could also say to yourself that you want to learn a new language, you want to travel somewhere you've never been before, or you want to do something you've never done. Whatever the case may be in the moment, every day is an opportunity for you to say to yourself, yes, you can. And do it, right? Why can't you get another car? Why can't you move? Why can't you find another job? Why can't you change your major? Why can't you decide you want to bake? Why can't you decide you want to change your wardrobe? Why can't you decide you want to go skiing? Or you want to go skateboarding? Or you want to get on a bike? Or you want to get a new gym membership? Or you want to dance or sing or play the drums or the clarinet or the violin or the cello or the flute or the trombone or the saxophone? Why can't you say, I'm going to drink mushroom coffee? Whatever the case may be, you should be saying to yourself, yes, I can. Following the idea of yes, you can is the idea of never giving up. Life is difficult and bad things happen to good people, and we don't like that, but that is life, right? Unfortunately, you might get sick. Unfortunately, your child might get sick. Unfortunately, something might not happen the way you want it to. Unfortunately, these things happen, right? It's difficult, right? If the doctor tells you that whatever you were trying to do isn't going to happen. If cancer came back. If your mom is dying. If your grandpa's dying. If your dad is sick. If your kid is sick. If something's not going the way it's supposed to. If the relationship is not working out. If you didn't get that house on the first bid and you got outbid. If someone bought the car that you were looking at. If your friendship didn't last. Those things are difficult. But perseverance is going to get you through difficulty and going to get you through horror. Because if you don't face the fear, if you don't jump into the chaos, if you don't push yourself, how are you ever going to do anything? Never giving up is persevering through the difficulty that you're experiencing and the fear and the chaos and the insanity. It is pushing through that. And I know it's not fun. I know you've heard my story. You know what I've dealt with. I'm sure we all have different stories. Watching everybody else have something you can't have is not fun, is it? Right? But you don't take away what other people have from them because you want something that they have. You find a way to get it and make it yours. That is the idea of never giving up. Following the idea of never giving up is the idea of why not today, because procrastination and indecisiveness aren't our friends. We take too long to make decisions, and that shit's idiotic. If you need to go somewhere or make an appointment, schedule it, right? If you need to do a phone call back, take a moment to do a phone call back. Whatever the case may be, whatever the situation is, every day is an opportunity for you to stop putting off today for tomorrow, pretending like Walking Dead won't actually happen or Mad Max won't become our reality, right? We continuously pretend like these movies are movies, like the person didn't write the story because they were thinking that something couldn't possibly happen. When I see a horror movie or some sort of thriller or something, I like really watch it, and I watch it in a way where it's like, shit, that might actually happen. I'm not watching it where like I don't know if this is going to happen. I'm watching it where I'm thinking maybe this could happen. Like when I see a horror movie, it leads me to not do things that I'm seeing in the horror movie. So whatever's happening to the characters in the movie, the shit doesn't happen to me. When I think about I Know What You Did Last Summer, if I see anybody injured or anybody that's hurt, I'm calling the cops. I don't give a fuck what that means. I'm not going to be the one random friend that's like, let's dump the body. No, let's not. The idea of why not today is to get off your ass and get things done that you need to get done. And stop putting off today for tomorrow. Quiet Place 5 is not a movie we want to be actors in or actresses in. We don't want to experience aliens and robots and shit. So let's be prepared for when the world ends so it's not a surprise when it's all over. Moving on from the mantra, let us get to the tea. On 4th of July, what kind of tea should we drink? Sweet tea, because it's a sweet holiday in the United States of America, aka the greatest country to ever exist. I am so proud to be an American. It's the best feeling in the world, being a part of a club that many people aren't invited to, but many people want to be invited to it. Being American is being something special. Now, I don't agree with all the American things that happen, and there's a lot of things that I question, but today is not one of those days. I want to start this podcast off, and my tea is me saying thank you to the men and women in the Army, the Reserve, the National Guard, the Marines, the Navy, the Air Force, the CIA, the FBI, even though I can't really stand them and I still want these Epstein files and they're taking too fucking long and they're getting on my goddamn nerves. But at some point, Pam Bondi is going to give us this information or her ass is going to get fired. So there's that. And I'm saying that today on a holiday, and I mean it. I also want to thank the firefighters, the police officers, the EMTs, the doctors, and the nurses, and everybody sacrificing everything, doing everything that they're doing. I love you. I appreciate you. And I'm so grateful. And I pray for you every day. Every night before I go to sleep, I ask God to watch over you and your families. And I ask God to give you the grit and the speed and the agility to get through tomorrow and the next days ahead. I know if you are somewhere else outside of the United States of America and you're serving our country, how much grit and energy you put into getting up every day and doing what you do, putting on your uniform. And I am grateful for you. Please don't go a day without thinking that somebody isn't thinking of you, because I am. I pray for you every day, not just because they give out prayers through church, but because I know that you need prayers, and I know that you need somebody thinking of you. So please know that Star thinks of you. I am so grateful that you are doing everything you do to protect me and my family. Every time I see a police officer or I see someone in uniform, I want to shake their hand and just say thank you to them. I typically do the hat thing where I put my hand down and I say thank you, or I give a high five. And as far as I'm concerned, I think every day should be Veterans Day in the United States of America. I think we are so blessed to have the amazing men and women that serve our country. And today is a great day for me to say thank you to you on our Independence Day. For one moment, for no moment, the world should not think that the United States of America is sleeping, because we are not. Please be aware that this is the greatest country in the world. And if you want to come into this greatest country in the world, you are going to have to follow some rules and some regulations. It is ridiculous that people that are in this country don't want to be proud of it. I'm not going to be one of those people. I am proud. I'm overconfident about the fact that this is the greatest place in the world. And I'm not going to say sorry about it. Right? I love the American flags. I love the sound of the fireworks, the burgers on the grill, and time with the family. That's what 4th of July is all about. So whatever you're doing today on this 4th of July, I hope that you're enjoying it. And to all those serving, thank you for everything that you do. I'm proud to be an American, and I love this country, and I know that you do too. Brothers and sisters, you are seen, and you are amazing and brilliant and just undeniably resilient. Don't stop. Keep fighting. I fight beside you in this grave, brothers and sisters. Together we are unstoppable, and the world is not prepared for us, but we are definitely prepared for it. That is my thoughts and my prayers for those serving. And let us get on with the rest of this conversation on this 4th of July. Budgets can be fun if you make it something where you're not stressing out about numbers. There's a bunch of apps and there's websites and there's so many different ways that you can create a budget. You can even just do it with a note on your phone if you got an iPhone, or even the other phone, the Samsung. If you budget and you make it something that you're interested in, then it's not something that you hate. How will banking compete in the future? I don't really know how banking is going to compete in the future. I think it's going to be based off the app. And if that's the case, Bank of America won. Let's just tell the truth. Bank of America has the best banking app in the world. It is superior. There is nothing close to it. I have Chase, and Chase is not as good as Bank of America. Like when I'm in the Bank of America app, it's just like boop, and I can just do whatever I want. Chase is similar to that, but it's not the same. The functionality isn't as fast. And I don't really know how Chase can adapt to get that fast. But if Chase and Bank of America are the top apps, then anyone else is not close. I hate to say that. I have a credit union, and it is at the speed of slow. Like the functionality and the buttons and everything, and it's ugly and it's crappy. My husband has this other bank, and it's the same thing. Half the time the shit doesn't work correctly. It goes down. It's just a nightmare. And I'm not saying that Bank of America or Chase can't go down, but it's different. I guess I'm spoiled. I like big things. I like big banks, and I'm not sad about it. I don't think there's a competition. I think banking is more so going to be digital. Meaning, like, there's not going to be as many tellers. There's not going to be anybody in the bank. And I think that whatever you're doing as far as banking goes, you could probably just do it on your phone. So I don't know what you need to go to a bank for. Outside of going to a bank for a notary or cash, what are you going to the bank for? Do you really need to go to the bank to open up an account? You can't just do that off of your phone. I guess if you're like an illegal alien, or you have to open your account with a tax ID card. Okay, I can see that with your social security number. Or maybe if you're doing a business account, but you can do that shit online too. It's 2025. Why are people going to banks? I mean, I don't ever go to a bank. I really don't understand what people are going to banks for. Bro, like when my husband's like, I'm going to the bank, I'm thinking like, dude, what are you going to the bank for? I personally don't use cash, but I know people do, but I don't see why. I think the future is not going to have a lot of cash in it. And I think that we have gotten very accustomed to cards and Apple Pay. And I think that that's going to be the movement to the future. Tap to pay, Apple Pay, Google Pay. It's not going to be cards, and it's definitely not going to be banks. I'm not saying that they're going to get rid of the banks, but I am saying they're going to close a lot of them. And I am saying that it is going to be a different culture out here for banking. So, I mean, if you work at a bank, you better try to figure some other shit out, because you're going to get replaced by AI and technology. We knew that was coming, right? There's a list of 10 jobs that are going to be taken over by AI, and teller and data entry is like 1 and 2 on that list. Engineering's on that list. Banking is on that list. You know what else is on that list? Retail, meaning cashiers. You know what else is on that list? A bunch of other things. Like people that work in jobs where they're doing basic things where you don't actually need a human being doing it. I mean, they're going to outsource this shit. It's over. Like the camouflage has been removed from our eyes. COVID made banking not banking anymore. So we can't go back in time. We can't fix it and we can't change it. And that should be okay. Banking is changing, and I guess we just adapt to it. Will retail be able to avoid AI? No. AI is going to consume all of retail. You're going to be able to go on your phone, go on ChatGPT, pick out some style. It's going to push all this shit out to you, and you're going to be able to buy it automatically and instantly. And isn't that what we want? I primarily buy all my shit online. Between Poshmark and fucking Amazon and Real and some other shit, I don't ever go into a store, nor do I want to. Like, I've moved on. They closed Forever 21. They've gotten rid of shit. They didn't figure it out. They're too slow. At this point, it's like we're at their funeral and they don't know they're dead yet. I don't know. Like, artificial intelligence is going to put them out of business. They're not going to compete with it. It's just kind of funny and ironic and pathetic. I don't know. What do you guys think? Do you think anything's going to actually be able to beat artificial intelligence in 2025 or 2029 or 2035? Let's be real. No. So, I'd say this, right? Let's be aware that AI exists so we can be prepared for it when it really does go down the way it might happen. Do we like grills outside or inside? I like grills outside and inside. If you're using a Foreman grill, I can understand why you're inside. If you're using a real gas grill, then definitely outside on like a patio or a deck. Definitely great. It depends on, are you cooking for a lot of people or a little bit of people? The brightest star is the sun. So if we know that the brightest star is the sun, we should be excited and happy about that, right? I know that the sun is the brightest star in the sky, and, you know, my name on the podcast is Star, and I see myself as a radiation, or I see myself as a part of the sun, like I'm a part of the moon, like I'm shining throughout the sky, and I'm making it a bright thing to look at. If we see ourselves as a piece of the light or a part of the light, then our illumination is never ending. I know sometimes it feels like you're in darkness, but when you see the sun shining outside and the sun coming through the clouds and the sun breaking apart the darkness and the rain, sometimes it's like it's a miracle happening before our eyes with rainbows popping up in the sky or four-leaf clovers. Maybe that's an Irish thing. I don't know. But in order for us to be able to get through life's daily things, we have to recognize that the brightest star is the sun. So when you see the sun, see the stars. Moving on from the main part of the conversation to watching things. The Chosen, Fire. I can't remember the last time I watched that, but I want to. So far on Murder, She Wrote, I think I'm on season 1, episode 4. I love Murder, She Wrote. Like, every episode is special to me. There's nothing comparable to it. I don't want them to make it over. Like, they made over fucking, they made over all these shows from the 70s. And I don't know why they did. But I don't think that Murder, She Wrote is one. Like, hopefully they don't make over Columbo, although they probably want to. They made over all these shows. Matlock, I think that's the name of the show, or something like that. They made over all these shows, and I don't know why they needed to do that. They continue to make over the shows, and they, like, ruin them. Like, that's personally what I think, but what do I know? But I think that the earlier episodes of Jessica Fletcher are entertaining because her character is really annoying. So when she's like trying to be a police officer, or she's like giving like Amos advice in Cabot Cove, like she's really coming across as irritating because it's like, why is Jessica, like the neighbor without a car, giving all this information to the sheriff? It's kind of entertaining though. I don't know. I like it. Moving on from Jessica Fletcher. The Night Manager. Ooh. Life and Dirt. I don't know if that's good. Intervention. Has anybody ever watched that show? They basically talk to like drug addicts and stuff to try to get them off their addiction. Pretty good. The Boys. Is The Boys coming back or is it over? Alert Missing Persons Unit. Ooh. Moving on from that, for food, what are we eating tonight? Are we having burgers and hot dogs, or what are we eating? We are eating Texas Roadhouse. Let's go. What are we having? Who knows? Loaded taco salad. That sounds like something that's not that difficult to make. Basically, you just need lettuce and everything that goes in a taco and top it with a dressing. Fire. Chipotle Southwest chuck salad. I don't know if I'd want that, but maybe I'd try it. Club sandwich. How can you ever go wrong with a club sandwich? Don't forget to top that with some light mayo and some mustard. Chicken salad. I mean, what do you guys put in your chicken salad? Are we putting like mayo and mustard? Are we just doing mayo? Are we adding a little bit of hot sauce? What veggie are we adding into this? How are we making this unique? Are we adding in like celery? Are we adding in peppers? What are we adding in it to make it a unique like chicken salad? Are we adding the basic things into it? Maybe. Strawberry chicken salad. Ugh. Spicy Korean chicken, maybe. 1 pan meal and veggie bread. Do you guys want to try it? Anyways, thanks for tuning in to this 4th of July pod of Born to Be a Star. And I will see you guys same place, same time on Monday. Don't forget that you are a star wherever you are. And happy 4th of July from the great United States of America, the greatest country in the entire world. Don't be mad. Be glad. I'll see you guys on Monday. Happy 4th of July. Hopefully you get to see some fireworks. Bye.